तो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। जैसा कि आप जानते हैं कि मैंने अपने चैनल पर चाइल्ड डेवलपमेंट एंड पेडागोजी के प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस की सीरीज़ स्टार्ट कर रखी है और ये उसी सीरीज़ का पार्ट 4 है। तो जिन्होंने भी बाकी के पार्ट्स नहीं देखे हैं वो चैनल प्लेलिस्ट पर जाकर देख सकते हैं। एंड वीडियो अगर पसंद आए तो प्लीज़ इसे लाइक एंड शेयर ज़रूर कीजिएगा। तो वीडियो को स्टार्ट करते हैं हम अपने फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन के साथ। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन दे रखा है, टू स्टूडेंट्स रीड द सेम पैसेज yet construct entirely different interpretations of its meaning. Which of the following is true about them? First, it is not possible that the students need to reread the passage. Second, it is possible because the teacher has not explained the passage. Third, it is possible because different factors affect learning of individuals in varied ways. Yeah, fourth, it is not possible because learning is not meaning making. So its correct answer is option 3. Next, according to the National Curriculum Framework 2005, learning is dash and dash in its character. Active and social in its character, passive and simple in its character. Third, passive and social in its character. Yeah, fourth, active and simple in its character. So its answer will be option 1. Next, to enable students to think independently and become effective learners, it is important for a teacher to first offer rewards for each success achieved by the students. Second, teach students how to monitor their own learning. Third, give information in small units or chunks. Yeah, fourth, present information in an organized manner to make it easier to recall. So correct answer will be option 4. Next, if a teacher wants her students to acquire problem solving skills, the students should be engaged in activities that involve first, structured worksheets containing multiple choice questions. Second, recall, memorization and comprehension. Third, drill and practice. या fourth, inquiring, reasoning and decision making. So correct answer जो है option 4 होगा. Next, knowing the naive conceptions that students bring to the classroom. First, pulls down the teacher's morale since it increases his work. Second, does not serve any purpose of the teacher. Third, helps the teacher to plan teaching more meaningfully. Or fourth, hampers the teacher's planning and teaching. Correct answer is option 3. Next, which of the following factors affect learning? Motivation of the learner, maturation of the learner, teaching strategies, physical and emotional health of the learner. So जो correct answer होगा वो होगा option 1, all of the above. Next, meaningful learning is first, pairing an association between the stimulus and the response. Second, imitation of adults and more able peers. Third, passive receiving of the given information. या fourth, active creation of knowledge structures from personal experience. Correct answer is option 4. Next, which of the following is not one of the primary tasks of a teacher for effective student learning? First, transmitting information to the students in a didactic manner. Second, knowing the concepts that students bring to the classroom. Third, requiring students to respond to higher order questioning. या fourth, teaching students how to monitor and improve their own learning by effort. So correct answer होगा इसका option number 1. Next, which of the following statements about principle of development is incorrect? First, development depends on maturation and learning. Second, development takes place due to a constant interaction between heredity and environment. Third, every child goes through stages of development, yet there are wide individual differences among children. या fourth, development is a quantitative process which can be measured precisely. So जो correct answer है वो है option 4. Next, the unique interaction of dash and dash can result in different paths and outcomes of development. तो correct answer होगा option 2. heredity and environment. Next, which of the following is true of school and socialization? First, school is an important agent of socialization. Second, school does not play any role in socialization. Third, school plays very little role in socialization. या fourth, school is the first primary agent of socialization. So correct answer is option 1. Next, which of the following statements is correct about Jean Piaget's theory of cognitive development? First, Piaget argues that instead of progressing through stages, cognitive development is continuous. Second, Piaget has proposed 5 distinct stages of cognitive development. Third, the stages are invariant, which means that no stage can be skipped. Yeah, fourth, the sequence of the stages can vary according to the cultural context of children. So correct answer is option 3. Next, the concept of conservation as proposed by Jean Piaget means that first, it is important to protect wildlife and forest. Second, certain physical properties remain the same even when outward appearances change. Third, one can arrive at the correct conclusion by systematically testing hypotheses. Yeah, fourth, taking the perspective of others into consideration is an important cognitive ability. So correct answer is option 2. नेक्स्ट मैचिंग करनी है हमें म्यूज़िकल इंटेलिजेंस होगी इसमें वायलिनिस्ट पे। तो ए का होगा 4, ए का 4 है थर्ड और फोर्थ ऑप्शन में, तो फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड तो कैंसल। नेक्स्ट है लिंग्विस्टिक इंटेलिजेंस होगी पोएट में, तो बी का सेकंड। नेक्स्ट है इंटरपर्सनल होगी थेरेपिस्ट में, सी का 1, तो सी का 1 ऑप्शन 3 में करेक्ट आंसर ऑप्शन 3। और स्पेशल इंटेलिजेंस होगी स्कल्प्टर पे। नेक्स्ट, according to Lev Vygotsky, first, interaction with adults and peers does not influence language development. Second, language development changes the nature of human dot. Third, culture plays a very small role in language development. Or fourth, children learn language through a language acquisition device. So correct answer is option 2. Next, Lawrence Kohlberg's theory of moral reasoning has been criticized on several counts. Which of the following statement is correct in the context of this criticism? First, Kohlberg has not given typical responses to each stage of moral reasoning. Second, Kohlberg has duplicated Piaget's methods of arriving at his theoretical framework. Third, Kohlberg's theory does not focus on children's responses. Or fourth, Kohlberg has based his study primarily on a male sample. So yes, correct answer is option 4. Next, which of the following highlights assessment for learning? First, the teacher assesses conceptual understanding of the students besides focuses on the processes of thinking. Second, the teacher assesses the students by comparing their responses to standard responses. Third, the teacher assesses the students based on the information given in the textbooks. Yeah, fourth, the teacher assesses the students based on his or her performance in comparison to others. So correct answer is option 1. Next, child-centered pedagogy means first, the teacher dictating the children what should be done. Second, giving primacy to children's experiences and their voices. Third, enabling the children to follow prescribed information. Yeah, fourth, the teacher leading all the learning in the classroom. Correct answer will be option number 2. Next, which of the following statements describes Piaget and Vygotsky's views on language and thought correctly? First, according to Vygotsky, thought emerges first, and according to Piaget, language has a profound effect on thought. Second, according to Piaget, thought emerges first, and according to Vygotsky, language has a profound effect on thought. Third, both view thought as emerging from the child's language. Or fourth, both view language as emerging from the child's thought. So, correct answer is option 2. Next, watching her granddaughter arguing with her father for going on a school trip, the grandmother says, "Why can't you be obedient like a good girl? Who will marry you if you behave like a boy?" This statement reflects which of the following? First, gender constancy. Second, gender stereotypes about attributes of girls and boys. Third, improper gender identification of the girl. या fourth, difficulties faced by families in child rearing. So correct answer is option 2. Next, which of the following statements about assessment are correct? First, assessment should help students see their strengths and gaps and help the teacher fine tune her teaching accordingly. Second, assessment is meaningful only if comparative evaluations of students are made. Third, assessment should assess not only memory but also understanding and application. And fourth, assessment cannot be purposeful if it does not induce fear and anxiety. So correct answer होगा A और C option. So हमारा आंसर है option 4. Next, according to the Right to Education Act 2009, children with special needs should study. First, at home with their parents and caregivers providing necessary support. Second, in special schools created exclusively for them. Third, in inclusive education setups with provisions to cater to their individual needs. या fourth, in vocational training centers which would prepare them for life skills. So correct answer होगा option 3. Next, an effective teacher in a classroom where students come from diverse backgrounds would first push students from deprived backgrounds to work hard so that they can match up with their peers. Second, focus on their cultural knowledge to address individual differences among the group. Third, ignore cultural knowledge and treat all his students in a uniform manner. Fourth, create groups of students with those from the same economic background put together. Correct answer is option 2. नेक्स्ट है मैच द फॉलोइंग है प्रॉक्सिमल डिस्टल ट्रेंड प्रॉक्सिमल फ्रॉम द सेंटर ऑफ बॉडी टू आउटवर्ड्स तो ए का 4 ऑप्शन 4 में ही है ओनली सो करेक्ट आंसर ऑप्शन 4 ही होगा बी का सेकंड इंटर इंडिविजुअल सिफोलोकॉर्डल ट्रेंड हेड टू टो सीक्वेंस ओके सेकंड है सी का फर्स्ट मतलब इंटर इंडिविजुअल डिफरेंसेस डिफरेंट चिल्ड्रन डेवलप एट different rates and inter-individual differences का third in a single child the rate of development can vary from one domain of development to the other. Next, which of the following statements about cognition and emotion is correct? First, cognition and emotion are intertwined and affect each other. Second, cognition and emotions are processes independent of each other. Third, cognition affects emotion but emotions do not affect cognition. Fourth, emotions affect cognition but cognition does not affect emotions. So correct answer होगा option 1. In an inclusive classroom with diverse learners, cooperative learning and peer tutoring first should be used only sometimes since it promotes comparison with classmates. Second, should be actively discouraged and competition should be promoted. Third, should be actively promoted to facilitate peer acceptance. Fourth, should not be practiced and students should be segregated based on their abilities. So correct answer will be option 3. Next, a teacher can address diversity in her class by first, accepting and valuing differences. Second, using socio-cultural background of children as a pedagogic resource. Third, accommodating different learning styles. Fourth, giving standard instruction and setting uniform benchmarks for performance. सो ऑप्शन डी को छोड़ के ए बी सी करेक्ट है सो करेक्ट आंसर होगा ऑप्शन 4. नेक्स्ट, अ टीचर आस्कर क्लास टू कवर शार्प एजेस ऑफ फर्नीचर विद कॉटन and use touch and feel notice boards and books. The needs of which category of special learners is she attempting to cater to? First, visually impaired learners, hearing impaired learners, learning impaired learners या socially disadvantaged learners. Correct answer is 1. Next, gifted children are best catered to by educational programs that first makes use of gifts and rewards to motivate them to perform according to minimum standards of learning. Second, emphasize mastery of knowledge by recall. Third, stimulate their thinking and give them opportunities to engage in divergent thinking. या fourth, control their aggressive behavior. So correct answer is option 3. Next, which of the following statements about students failure in schools are correct? First, students belonging to certain caste and communities fail since they do not have ability. Second, students fail in school because appropriate rewards are not offered for their learning. Third, students fail because teaching is not done in a manner in which it is meaningful to them. Fourth, students will because school system does not cater to individual child's needs and interest. So option C or D correct है, hence correct answer will be option 1. सो गाइज ये थे आज के कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस. आई होप आपको वीडियो पसंद आई होगी. चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए और बेल आइकन को प्रेस कर दीजिए ताकि आगे आने वाली वीडियोस का नोटिफिकेशन भी आपको टाइमली मिल सके. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग.